Hello folks, and welcome to a new Let's Play of mine, of one of my favorite titles of the year 2012, Legend of Grimrock. This brilliant title revived a genre which is actually one of the first kinds of games that I played as a kid. The dungeon crawl with 4 people party. The first of this type that I played was the original Dungeon Master. No, actually it was Dungeon Master 2. And I was like, I don't know, probably 7 years old or something, maybe even younger. And I had no clue what the heck was going on. It took me days and weeks and possibly even months before I could get past the first couple of levels of the dungeon, and I never understood a word of dialogue, and I basically went went on ahead with like trial and error tactics, and still the game was just brilliant for me. I loved it to death, and unfortunately later on some other titles took me away, and I never played the game properly, like when I was actually old enough to like, make some headway into the game. When they announced the Almost Human games, Almost Human Limited, whatever, announced Legend of Grimrock, I was like, I was hooked immediately. Like I had to play this. Bring the dungeon crawl to the 2000s, 2010s, whatever. And yeah, the guys from, I think, Oulu, Lapland, anyway, northern Finland, they didn't disappoint. The game was brilliant. It was top seller on Steam for several weeks, I think. It won the Game of the Year award from like the Finnish gaming press and such, and yeah, it deserved pretty much every accolade it got. I think Metacritic score is a bit over 80 right now as well, at the time of this recording. Now I have played this game through once, but as you can see, oh, actually there is an autosave. That was just from my test recording. There are no saves, and I haven't touched this in a few months, so there have been a couple of patches that have come out since. For example, the dungeon editor, which I haven't touched at all. But what we are going to do is just a regular new game, play through all the way through, and yeah, even though I've done this once, I can't remember most of like the puzzles or secrets, or which items are the most overpowered or whatever. So I'm just going to make a party that I like the composition of, and yeah, go from there. So please refrain from going all, oh my god, you suck, you should have picked these and these kinds of characters, and why didn't you make a Minotaur? I'm going to make a all-human party with 2 fighters, a rogue, and a mage. And rogue is definitely going to be with that in picture, and yes, no, that's the way I like these images. And at first I'm just going to put all my skill points to athletics, and choose which weapon to specialize in as we find any. And I'm a firm believer of going max on stats on pretty much every game ever made, so that is how I'm going to configure my two frontliners. Athletic and agile. And both of them will have maximum strength for maximum attack power, and also as much dexterity as I can give. Debatable. Yeah, vitality is kind of really important, but I love to be able to hit whatever I come across more than like trying to survive the hits that I'm going to inevitably take. So, yeah, I think I'm going to go missile weapons. I know that later on in the game you can do melee weapons from the back row. I think with daggers and assassination that would be more effective, but I love having one character who only uses bows. I'm really big on bows. Agile, definitely, and max out the dex. And yeah, I think for her, I think we should go aggressive, cause now I don't remember if attack power actually affects range attacks at all. Anywho, I think that's build I'm going with her. Again, if this is stupid, I'll just have to live with it. Okay, and this guy here is our pure mage, which means it's min-maxing time. And yeah, again, not putting points to vitality, I'd rather, because he's going to be the second ranged back row person, so dexterity over strength, and yeah, I'd never go for vitality, which is bound to bite me in the ass, but that's kind of the main idea with this game. Always be one hair away from getting just massacred. And yeah, I have absolutely no recollection of any of the spells in the game, so I have no idea where I should actually go. Huh. Well, fire magic is the only one that gives a spell at level 2, so hey, let's go like this. One willpower, one fire magic. Now this is the party, and this is our main hero in Meridian. Now, this is always a problem for me, trying to think of names for my secondary characters. I think Lorna. Yep, Lorna attack. Oh, watch me forget these names later on. No, what's her second? What's her last name? Or monochrome? What? Ah, I have to go with the classics. Since she is going to be my archer, cylinder strongbow. And as for the mage, you're the dark sort of fellow, aren't you? So you're definitely going to be Thurgal the Black. Oh, and also, if any of these names, I know Edna isn't or shouldn't be from any real life source, like a book series or movie or TV series, whatever. But if any of these other ones are, I assure you, I didn't mean it. All of these have been chosen by just random name sounding type stuff that came to my mind. Okay. Yeah. That looks good. We'll roll with that party. And yeah, in this first video I will only be creating the party and showing you the intro sequence. So I will just start the game now, let the intro roll, and yeah, stop the recording as soon as we get to the main game. And next episode we start actually playing Legend of Grimrock. So yeah, join me then.